Good morning, everybody. This is OMA, one who may a sinned. I hope everybody's doing well this Thursday morning. I know me personally, I've been feeling pretty good. I'm getting work done, I'm getting goals accomplished, high self esteem, creativity on fleek. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, pretty confident. Usually, I have this thin veil of quote unquote depression in my life, which somewhat inhibits me from feeling the wide range of positive emotions that we experience on a day to day basis. It's almost like a numbness. I guess for lack of a better example, it's like putting a condom on instead of going in raw, all in, balls deep. I know that was a bad example. But my point is, I've been feeling pretty good. I've been feeling so good, in fact, that I actually had to stop and ask myself why I've been feeling so good. Because although I consider myself a generally emotionally stable person, because like everybody else, I still have my ups and downs. So when something's working for you, or when something's not working, you want to figure out what it is, and either keep or dispel the characteristics that affect the quality of your life. So I went back into the archives of my memory bank back when I was like 5. And I remember when I used to stare in the bathroom mirror, just touching my face like this. And I would start getting this feeling like I was glowing. And I wouldn't do it out of vanity, but more so appreciation. I would touch my face because I couldn't believe that my being had been placed inside of a body and that I was actually here. I know that sounds weird, and I don't know where here is, but I remember that's what I thought about it. And ever since then, that feeling would come and go, about on and off once a year maybe or so. Then around junior high, about 13, 15, it just kind of disappeared altogether. And I don't know if it was like a macho man thing, or I think I was studying stoicism and ancient samurai techniques back at the time. But I remember actually training my mind to believe that I was actually already dead. Limiting my movements, not speaking as much, slowing my heart rate down. I actually wouldn't smile, like ever, purposefully. On the rare occasion that I did smile, my cheeks and my face would actually hurt. It would pain me to smile because I was unaccustomed to using the muscles in my face, which only in turn made it that much harder to smile. And then I started working out for football in high school, and I started growing. Recently, my friend reminded me that muscles, when they grow, they're not compartmentalized when they work out. Meaning, if you did bench press, you're not just working at your chest, you're working at your arms, triceps, biceps, some of your abs. Or if you go for a run, you're not just working out your legs, you're working out your entire body and cardio and all of that. But I think mental and physical growth go hand in hand. Because when I experienced physical growth, I started growing mentally as well. I experienced this 2-day period of euphoria, unparalleled happiness, which I had never had in my life before. And that's when I realized, I started thinking to myself, I was like, maybe it's okay to smile. Maybe it's okay to allow myself feel the wide variety of emotions that there are in life. Otherwise it's like having a radio with like one channel, one station. Can you imagine just one genre of music ever? So that's when I realized it's okay to be happy. Now, I've yet to experience any euphoria on the same level of that 2-day experience that I had, or at least for that long. But every once in a while when I write or perform or meditate, I do feel it return, and I welcome it. But on the flip side, it's also okay to feel pain and sorrow and sadness, because just like pain, these are all indications that something is wrong, and something needs to be changed. Now, this is just my theory, but I believe that depression doesn't occur when we feel these quote-unquote negative emotions, but only when we feel that we've been rendered useless by them, and that our current situation is hopeless, and that there's nothing that we could do to change it. I do believe that there's a balance that must be maintained in order to feel equilibrium, or at one with oneself, and that balance is only attained once we acknowledge both ends of the spectrum. So whether you feel happy today or sad, appreciate it regardless, and know that it's only temporary. If you like this video or find value in this message, feel free to share with somebody else who might find it valuable as well. Also, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Do what you do, but whatever you do, do you. After all, it is what you do best. This is OMA, one who may ascend. Full-time job, it's against the rules I mock. Cause if I quit it for a split second, it said that my success is expected. So things might get hectic as expected.
No things guaranteed, it's rare to succeed. Go hard or go home, and you get there indeed. Ready to run, ready to roll, steady and slow wins the race. When you chase dreams, it's a full-time job. It's against the rules I'm cause if I quit and if for a split second, it said